Hi everyone. So today we're going to be looking at trig ratios. So in trigonometry, that is all to do with right triangles. We have ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent that we can use to help us find missing sides. We can use the inverse to also find missing angles, but we need to understand the relationship of those trig ratios first. So let's start with this nifty little catchphrase here. Sohcahtoa. Most students use that to help them remember what are the ratios for each trig function. So the first one, that stands for sine. Sine of an angle, I'm using theta for now because we don't know what angle, equals, and then the O and the H stand for the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So that's the in Sohcahtoa. That's the relationship, okay, is the opposite side of that angle divided by the hypotenuse of the triangle. So for instance, if I'm finding sine and then the A here stands for angle A. So if I want to find the sine of angle A, first I go find angle A, that's this angle right here, okay? And I want to find the side that's opposite angle A, which would be 15 units. Okay, and then the hypotenuse of the triangle. If you've forgotten, the hypotenuse is always across from the right angle, so 17. The ratio of sine of angle A is 15 over 17. Okay, so from here, let's look at cosine. So cosine is the ka part in Sohcahtoa. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do cosine of angle theta, whatever your angle is, and the A in ka stands for adjacent, the adjacent side. And the H still stands for hypotenuse. So let's look at an example. So starting off, cosine of A, we're still talking about angle A. So we're talking about the relationship to angle A specifically. So adjacent really just means next to, not the angle across from angle A, the angle next to angle A. This side is adjacent, okay? And then the hypotenuse still goes in the denominator, so the hypotenuse is 17. So our ratio cosine of angle A is 8 over 17. And then the last one, tangent, okay? So tangent of angle theta, this is the toa part of Sohcahtoa. The O stands for opposite side and the A stands for the adjacent side. So once again, we're going to look over here at angle A, this angle right here. So drawing the arrows, guys, really does help. It helps to find out what's opposite, what's the hypotenuse, what is the adjacent side. So in this case, whatever angle, angle A in this case, what's opposite of angle A? So 15. And remember, adjacent means next to. So how do you know whether it's 8 or 17? Well, 17 isn't the adjacent side because it's the hypotenuse. Remember, the hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. So 8 is our adjacent side. So opposite, which is 15, over 8, which is the adjacent side. So take a moment to try to do the same thing with angle C. Okay, so pause the video right here and try that on your own, and then check your answers. All right, so hopefully you've tried them on your own, and we're going to check your answers now. So remember, we're talking about angle C for each of these ones, okay? So everything in relationship to angle C. So sine, let's look back up here. Sine is opposite. So in this case, it's 8 over the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is still 17. now let's look at cosine. Cosine is right here, adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent is 15 and the hypotenuse is 17. All right, so from here we are looking at tangent, and tangent is going to be opposite over adjacent. So opposite of angle C is 8, and the adjacent side is 15. Make sure you're always looking to see which angle it's asking for, and then find the appropriate trig ratio that it's asking for. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments.